And welcome back to North of the Broad. With me now is Brian Fackrell. He is the owner, co-owner, along with his wife, of the Rotten Little Bastard Distillery right here in Beaufort.
Yep.
Good to have you back with us.
Thanks for having us back.
Yeah, it's been several months, so how's everything going? And for the viewers that don't really know where you're located and really what kinds of liquors and spirits that you produce, why don't you tell us?
Okay, so we're located in the Beaufort Town Center, which is 2139 Boundary Street. Mm-hmm. We are in the roll-up doors that face Boundary Street in the old Kmart Automotive Center. Currently, we have 7 different things in bottles at the distillery. 5 things are being distributed to our distributor. So we have a moonshine, a vodka, a white rum, an aged rum, an American whiskey, a bourbon,
right,
a gin. Yeah, that's
and Brian, how do you decide, or the logistics of when you're distilling each of those different spirits? How does that work?
We look at how much we have in our storage system, and it's like, okay, we need to make more of this. We need to make more of that. And we'll work it that way, except for the gin. So our gin won a major award.
Yes, we talked about that last time.
Yes.
Yep.
Since then, it's won 2 more awards. So it's our most award-winning spirit. And we basically make it every day because we make 3.5 gallons a day. Okay. And on a good day, we sell more than 3 gallons. So
that's positive, yes.
Yeah, it's basically just as fast as we can make it, we can sell it. So we just keep doing that.
And what is this bourbon barrel, the opening of the bourbon barrel? What is that?
So our upcoming event on September 5th is the opening of the first 100% Beaufort barrel of bourbon. Mm-hmm. So it's all ground in-house, aged, cooked, fermented, distilled, aged right here in Beaufort. And it changes, so the bourbon that we're selling, we had manufactured for us and then brought it here from Virginia.
Okay.
But because our atmosphere is so much different, the wild yeast, the stuff in the air, right, the new bourbon has a better flavor. It's darker. It seems like it's been in the barrel longer because our atmosphere changes so much. So that's pretty exciting that, a 2-year-old bourbon really looks and tastes more like a 4 or 5-year-old bourbon.
So is it really strong?
Well, in the barrel, it's we just checked it a couple weeks ago. I think it's 121 proof.
I would say that's strong.
120 proof. So at the barrel opening, we're going to pump it out of the barrel through a paper filter and then bottle it right there. So the people that are there will have straight right out of the barrel.
And when is that, Brian?
September 5th.
September 5th. And you've got some other events coming up as well.
So we have a mixology class coming up, and I do not remember the date. We have a paint and sip this Saturday.
Paint and sip?
Yeah,
that's when
people do paintings and stuff, and they do the distillery tasting, and the last few have been great. They've been a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. There's another paint and sip scheduled after that, I believe. And then we have a mixology person that's taking some of our spirits and making drinks, and we're going to start doing mixology classes at the distillery.
Brian, I know we've talked about this before, but you have another business. What inspired you to get into a distillery business? I mean, I would think it's very difficult. All the licenses.
It's a lot of licenses. It's a lot of laws. It's a lot of regulations. Distilled spirits is the second highest regulated industry in the United States.
What's first?
Pharmaceuticals.
So
they're first, we're second. So there's a lot of hoops you got to jump through, but it's just paying attention to what you're doing, minding your P's and Q's, pay the government their taxes.
Right.
And they're all happy.
And you and your wife work together, and it's a great partnership, and I think you've enjoyed it.
She does all the paperwork, deals with all the government, all the advertising, all that stuff. I make liquor and talk to people. I got the better end of that deal, but it's, we don't really do anything where the other person doesn't really agree.
That's great. And your website is rottenlittlebastarddistillery.com?
Yes.
Did I get it right?
Yes, and we're on Facebook and Instagram. And
Okay.
something else she put us on, but I don't remember what it is.
Very good. Good to see you again, Brian.
Nice seeing you.
Okay. And thank you for joining us. We'll be right back with North of the Broad. Don't go away.